A very good morning, students. Today we're going to see the power system blackout case study. So this is related to the power system subject. So you could see that the power system is being giving supply to the customers round the clock. The always need of the power system is to meet out the demand in day and night 24 cross 7. If any power cut occurs, that will affect the society very badly. Even it reduces the production or some kind of problem occurs to the public. So the power cut may be due to some failures of components or natural disaster or to n number of reasons. But if the power cut prevails for a very larger area and for a very large time for more than 2 days, then we call that as an blackout. Some scheduled maintenance power cut which happens in daily morning routine from 9 to 5, it is quite common because for having an proper maintenance we would do for a scheduled power cut, that is quite common. But this blackout is very dangerous one because uh, several hundreds of kilometers of areas being washed out without electric power. So we are going to discuss such a kind of case study, how the power system blackout occurs in those places, and what might be the reason for those blackout, what are the learnings from those blackout, on how to avoid the future power system blackout from this case study is being discussed with our third year triple E students. Thank you for your patient listening. Let's go into this power system blackout case study through our students. Thank you.
I'm Rakshita. This is the video based on case study in the topic of power system and blackout. Introduction to power system blackouts. A power system blackout is the large-scale failure of the electricity grid. It results in the widespread outages affecting millions of people. Cases include equipment failures, human errors, cyber attacks, and natural disasters. What is a blackout system? A blackout is a total crash of the power grid due to the imbalance between power generation and power consumption. A selective power cut is the controlled shutdown of the power supply in a given area so as to avoid a blackout. I'm Deepika. Case study on 2003 North America blackout occurred on August 14, 2003. Affected parties of the USA and Canada impact 50 million people caused by a software bug and tree contact with transmission lines. Economics loss embedded at economic loss estimated at 0 degree billion. Case study on 2012 Indian blackout, largest blackout in history, affecting 620 million people, happened on July 31, 2012. Due to overloading and grid failure, several power generation station tripped, causing cascading failure, disturbed transportation, hospitals and industries. Hi, I'm Kanigasti. I'm going to tell you about causes of power system blackout. Uh, Technical failures include equipment background, equipment breakdown, relay malfunctions. Natural disasters include lightning strikes, hurricanes, earthquake. Human error include power grid management, lack of coordination. Cyber security threats include hacking, malware attacks on grid system. And I'm going to tell about impact of blackout. Economic loss include millions of dollars lost in productivity, public safety risk in medical emergency security threats, communication breakdown in description in telecom and internet, transportation description, traffic signal, railways and airport affected. I am Devdashni. Lesson learn and preventive measure. Grid modernization, smart grid AI-based monitoring, infrastructure upgrade, stronger transmission line backup system, load balancing strategy, demand side management, reliable integration, cybersecurity enhancement, protection against the cyber threats. Why is the difference between the brownout and the power surge? Brownie typically last for a few minutes but can be last up to the several hours as opposed to the short-term fluctuation like a surge and the spikes. They are caused by the distribution of an electrical grid and may be imposed by the utility companies when there is an overwhelming demand for the power. A brownout in the context of a power system is a temporary reduction in the voltage level, often occurring during the periods of a high demands or grid instability, causing a light to dim and potentially affecting the performance of the electrical device.
Nandini, black start. A black start is a procedure to recover from the total or partial shutdown of a TP transmission system which has been caused by extensive loss of supplies. This essential isolated power stations begin and started individually and gradually being reconnected to each other unless in order to form of an interconnected system again. Conclusion. The power system blackouts has a significant and social economic consequences. Learning from the part of failure and prevents from the future disturbance. Investment in technology and grid reliance is a critical reliability. Thank you.